this video, I'll share with you the thing that I've been struggling with for quite some time now. And I tried every single thing in the book to get rid of this, to dissolve this heavy experience that I'm having, but I can't seem to shake it off. So I decided to create this video, to put it out there into the world. And maybe there's someone that can relate to it. Maybe there's someone that can get something out of it. And I still needed a topic for my daily YouTube videos. So this topic beautifully presented itself to me. This is also something that I want to see more of in this world, because everybody online is sharing this beautiful outer world, this perfection of what life is supposed to be like, or what life is like, as if when I have this lifestyle, this business, this money, these experiences, these people, this fitness, then you have an amazing experience of life. But the thing that I'm curious of is, yes, this is a beautiful outer representation of everything, but how do you feel when you're all by yourself? When you're alone in a room with your thoughts and your feelings? How do you actually feel about life? Because this perfection is not only part of our human experience. We all struggle with these questions and this heaviness. But this is not talked about enough because, and this is what I experienced as well, is today I felt very weak and vulnerable because of this experience. I was sitting in the gym and I didn't want anyone to look at me. I didn't want anyone to start talking to me because of how weak and vulnerable I felt in this experience. So, and I don't want to be communicating this from a victim place as an, oh, poor little me, but this is just real. This is what we experience in life. Because what I'm feeling is this heavy blanket that is on top of me and on top of my experience of life. And maybe you've experienced something similar before, where this heaviness is present and you can't seem to take the blanket off. It doesn't matter what you try. And for me, this is really triggered by the question of, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out? And when I feel into the size and the heaviness of that question, then this heaviness grabs hold on me and it doesn't let go. And I'm taking this experience with me throughout the whole day. The only moment when I don't experience this heaviness, is the moment when I'm in a coaching session. So when I'm in service of other people. So this is the moment where it's not about me. It's not about my feelings. It's not about my thoughts. It's not about my truth. It's simply about how can I serve the individual in front of me to the best of my ability. This is what it's about. So in these moments, I feel peace and freedom and excitement and inspiration. But the moment I step out of it, out of these coaching sessions, that's the moment I feel the heaviness again. And of course, and this is the challenging thing, as a coach, I have these type of conversations on a daily basis with people, how to navigate these type of experiences. So I start to use every single strategy and every single angle and tool in my toolbox to navigate this for myself. So what if it doesn't work out? What if, and this is also where my mind goes to, what if everyone leaves you, everybody goes you? Like, you will never be successful in all of these things. Even if I go with my mind to the worst case scenarios, I think like, okay, if this happens, I just build back up again. But my body experiences something different with this question. My body is like, we can't let go of this. It's holding on with its dear life. So if I rationally look at this, and this is why I also mentioned social media in the beginning, is something out of alignment in my life? Am I lacking progress? Is this anxiety valid maybe? Because maybe I'm just not making any progress in life and I'm anxious about this. But the thing is, everything is moving so perfectly in my life. There's so much to be grateful for. There's so much to be celebrated in all areas of my life. And even when I look at it like that, even when I see there's no valid reason for me to experience this fear and this heaviness, I can see the lie in it all. Still, it has hold of me. It doesn't matter what I try, if I hold space for it. Let me just hold space for it. Let me listen to it. See what it wants to tell me. See why it's here. Nothing comes up. It doesn't matter what statement I tell myself. It doesn't matter what angle I analyze it from. If I focus on it, if I don't focus on it, if I just kick my butt and just work my ass off, because don't be such a pussy or don't be such a bitch, just put in the work. Even when I take that approach, it is not going away. And that's when I realized, like, now what? Like, that's the question. Sometimes you can, and this is also what I started to experience, sometimes you can feel a little hopeless. when you exhausted all the options and now you think, okay, the feeling is still there. What do I do now? And this is where today I sent someone a message as well. Because, and this is what I see with men a lot. Men are afraid to ask for help. I think this is just a general theme. I see women are a bit more competent in asking for help, but men, they just do not ask for help. They do not talk about their problems. They do not talk about their emotions because this is a sign of weakness and we don't want to be weak. So this is where I personally believe you can speak from these heavy experiences from a grounded place. You don't have to speak from it from a weak place or a victim place. And I send someone a message with like at least a 6-minute message with my experience and my question, as in, I just do not know how to navigate this. I ask for help. And also what I'm realizing when it comes to this experience, it's funny. It's so funny. It doesn't matter how great your life is. And this is something that I also need to come to terms with. And it's very important for me to come to terms with this, as it doesn't matter what you do in life. It doesn't matter who you are in life. It doesn't matter how great you are and how great the things are that you build. You will have these feelings. You will experience this heaviness. And that's okay. And that's okay. Sometimes you don't have to change it immediately. And this is something that I often, because of my ability to analyze things as well and to see it from different angles, that's where it's very difficult for me to just be in acceptance of it. Like, okay, this is what I'm experiencing, and even if I'm experiencing this for a few weeks or a few months, like, that's okay. Like, this is also part of life. What if there's a gift in this experience for me, but because I'm resisting it, because I want to change it, because of this, because of that, I'm not supposed to feel this, I'm not supposed to feel that. If I feel this heaviness, there's something wrong with me. So I create heaviness on top of the heaviness as well. And this is what I really need to be careful of when I'm having these experiences, because I can make it unnecessarily heavy, where there is a certain level of heaviness, but I make it heavier by all the thoughts and judgments that I put on top of it. So this is where, at least the thing that I try to connect to as much as possible is, what if this is exactly the experience that I'm supposed to be having right now? What if that's really the case? What if there's a gift in this experience and I can just surrender into it? This experience is not me, I'm observing that I'm experiencing this experience. So, and this is where I want to create some distance from it and just be with this. I don't have to change it. I can still do the things that I want to be doing. Like, and I'm still doing the work that I'm doing. Like, it's not that my days are changing. It's just that this feeling is different. And because it's a feeling of weakness and vulnerability, I want to retract. I don't want anybody to see me. I remember this when I was ill, when I was going through an illness. And this was not just a few weeks, like this was years. And I remember how I wanted to hide. I wanted to run away. I didn't want to talk to anybody, because what if someone would see that I'm weak? What if someone would see how vulnerable I am in that moment of illness? And this is also, you don't have to be. This is where you can always choose who you are being, regardless of the circumstances that you're having. It's not that you necessarily have to change your circumstances and change the way that you feel, but you can choose who you are being with that experience that you're having. And this is, of course, what I did when I was going through the illness, where my circumstances did not define me. I can choose who I'm being in my circumstances. And when it comes to this experience right now, I have no clue. Like, I wish I could give you such a beautiful conclusion of this is the solution and this is how I deal with it. I have no clue how to deal with this right now and how to navigate this. And that's the thing. That's why, I see this control freak inside of me that wants to be so desperately in control, that wants to control his experience in life and his thoughts and his feelings and what is happening. And it's trying to control every single thing. And now I am gifted with this experience where I have no control over. I have no control over it at all. So this is not going to be a video where I share with you, this is what you can do to get rid of this feeling, and this is what you can do to get rid of this heavy blanket. You know what the thing is? Sometimes it's simply part of life. And are you able to be with it? Are you able to embrace every single part of the human existence and experience in life? Are you able to laugh at it and see the humor in it? And I think this is because the guy that had sent a message, he sent me this part as well. Are you able to see the humor in it? He sent way more than that. But it makes it lighter. You don't have to make the heaviness heavy. You can see the lightness in the heaviness as well. And that's where I'm always reminded of, why am I taking everything so seriously? Why am I taking my experience of life so seriously? Because now my mind also goes into, okay, now I'm having this experience in life, so I won't attract the things that I want in life. And now this experience will affect the way that I talk to clients. And it's just this whole bullshit that is coming out of my thoughts and out of my mind based on the experience that I'm having. But what if it's not that deep? I need to remember that background on my phone. What if it's not that deep? What if I can laugh about this experience? What if I don't try to control it that much and try to change it that much? What if I can simply be and also realize that I'm strong enough to be with this feeling, which is part of everyone's life? It doesn't matter who you talk to, and this is also important to understand. Sometimes it seems like you are the only one that is experiencing something like this. This is not true at all. Every single human being. It doesn't matter if you're talking to the homeless guy. It doesn't matter if you're talking about to the president. If we're talking about a famous celebrity. It doesn't matter who we're talking to. Every single individual will have an experience like this. And it's okay. Like, it is part. And this is where our life also goes in seasons. Where we don't have to resist the seasons that we're in as well. Because maybe there's something just going on. Maybe there's something that wants to present itself to me. Maybe something is gifted to me right now that I can't see yet. But that I also have to I just have to be in the moment and see, okay, where is this going to take me? Because I'm not doing anything differently in my life. This is just a unstructured rant in all kinds of directions. So that's why I'm just going to cut it off right now. Otherwise it's going to be a way too long video, but this is in general the thing that I'm struggling with right now. Just this heavy blanket that I experience on life that I couldn't seem to navigate, that I'm trying to control too much, that I'm trying to change too much. So yeah, that's it.